You get a line, I'll get a pole, honey. You get a line, I'll get a pole, babe. You get a line, I'll get a pole. We'll go down to the crawdad hole, honey, baby, my.
Well, hey there, you awesome bipeds, quadrupeds, and even the occasional dinosaurs. It is I, Little Wolf, and welcome to my den. Go ahead and come on in, but please wipe your paws before entering. And go ahead and take a seat by the fire. The cauldron is bubbling, so we can have our choice of tea, coffee, or hot chocolate. And it is Wednesday once again, so we're going to jump into a vintage TV show to revisit, and I hope it helps you get through your Wednesday or whichever day you're able to join us here in the den. And if you ever feel like you need any help and you're not sure who to talk to, if you're in the U.S., please call the U.S. Suicide Prevention number, which is 988. But if you're outside the U.S., you're going to have to go to blog.opencounseling.com/suicide-hotlines/ and I'll give you a website out there with all the other countries with websites and numbers that you can click on or call. So please, if you need help, reach out to these places. Alright, so I was doing my usual digging around in the archive.org, and I came across this show called The Loner, and I've been looking at it a few times, just because it kind of looked interesting, and just something about it kind of grabbed my attention. It's from 1965, and the first episode is called Echoes of Bugles. And it says here that Willam Colton rides into a town 1 month after a Potomac talks. I'm sorry, it's where they did the signing of the cessation of the war for the Civil War. The South gave up. It's a month after that. Let's see here. And inside there's a young man, not much more than a boy, who is talking really tough. An old man, fresh out of prison camp, is there as well. The old man, Abe Nicholas, fought for the Confederacy and is offended when the young, drunken Jody Merriman desecrates the Confederate flag. Then when Colton gets involved, as he fights for his man's honor, he remembers back to the last day of the Civil War and another young man he came face to face with. Now, like I said, I don't really watch too many westerns, and it's just hasn't really been up my alley, but really liking The Lone Ranger and hearing the title of this and what it was about just got my intrigue in it. And then as I'm watching the credits, I'm noticing that it's written and created by one Rod Serling. So it's definitely going to be a good time, because we get the person from the Twilight Zone writing this. So I am very much intrigued. Let's go ahead and grab a snack and a beverage and sit down with our friends or our family, or just sit down with us here in the den as we join Willam Colton as he heads out west.
In the aftermath of the bloodletting called the Civil War, thousands of ruthless, restless, searching men traveled west. Such a man is Willam Colton. Like the others, he carried a blanket roll, a proficient gun, and a dedication to a new chapter in American history, the opening of the West.
What'll it be?
Brew, please.
You're very pretty, honey. You know that? Very pretty. Give me another one.
Oh, come on now. You've had enough, Jody.
Don't tell me when I've had enough, or too much, or not enough. Look at that. Well, shut my mouth. Well, look at this. Guess who I am? I'm Robert E. Lee. That's who I am, Mr. Robert E. Lee. Hey, mister. You know what this is?
I know what it was, son.
Just what would your name be, Mr. Wise Man? Are you deaf, mister? I asked you what your name was.
My name is Nichols. First name is Ab.
That's, gray you're wearing, ain't it?
Why?
Why? Hey, he wants to know why. Well, I'll tell you why, mister. Why, you ain't so smart after all, are you? I like to know what side a man's on. What side are you on, mister?
Oh, I have no side, son. I just walk the fence and hope there be no strong wind.
You fought in a war, didn't you? What outfit was you in?
18th Brigade.
18th Brigade. My brother was in the 18th. 18th, Connecticut. Was you in Connecticut, mister? I asked you a question, mister. Was you in Connecticut?
18th Texas Volunteer Infantry, Confederate States of America. Now, what'll be your pleasure, Sonny?
I think my pleasure would be to find out just where you place your allegiance now. To the Union? Or to this rag here?
I'm a practical man, son. I don't owe allegiance to a ghost. And that's what the Confederacy is now. It bled to death in a couple of 100 battles. But an affection, a respect for it. I'll carry this to my grave. Satisfy you, does it? Did anybody ever tell you you were a filthy little animal?
Let him be, kid. He just got out of a prison camp. He's weak as a kitten.
I'm not soliciting any help. That's my flag he did that to. You pick up that flag, son, and clean it off.
Hold it. I think that'll do it.
You make that sound like an order, mister. Who are you? You got the rank to back up an order?
My name is Colton.
Last name was William.
rank I turned in a month ago. I don't owe any allegiance to that flag either, but too many good men died for it to let me sit by and see it get desecrated by a dirty little loudmouth who had no hand in bringing it down. A loudmouth who was still sucking milk and candy drops while this flag was in the breeze.
Man can't help being too young to fight in a war.
That's right. And a liquored-up boy is no judge of those who did.
Now, just what are you gonna do about it?
It's what you're gonna do about it. You're gonna get down on your hands and knees and clean up that flag.
I wouldn't hold my breath about it if I was you, mister.
I won't. Pick it up. Now clean it off. Wipe it. Now fold it. Fold it carefully. Give it to the gentleman over there. Hand it to him. Apologize.
Huh.
Put it out into the air. I want to hear it.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Colton? I'm obliged, sir.
No need to be. Flag dies harder than a man, doesn't it?
Yeah, it appears so.
Hey, mister. That boy Merriman, he's kind of an itchy kid. Pretty handy with a gun. Just watch yourself. Thanks.
You didn't figure I'd wait for you?
I didn't give it a thought one way or the other. Well, you just gonna stand there, son, and look fierce? You got something on your mind?
You sure press a man, don't you?
Men sometimes, but boys, never.
Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you the same terms you gave me. Now, you apologize, and we'll call it even.
That's all it takes, huh?
All right, it'll take me a little while to sober up. I'll meet you up on Rogers Hill in about an hour. We'll draw up there, fair and square.
Listen, I don't want to stand on a killing. You want an apology, huh, kid? All right, you got it. I'm sorry that I ruffled up your feathers. Does that do it?
Now, I want to hear you admit you was wrong. Am I going to hear that from you?
Not this year.
All right, then. I'll be up on Rogers Hill in an hour. Will you?
I'll be there, if that's your pleasure.
Mr. Colton. Mr. Colton, if it's all the same to you, sir, I'll be your second. I'd like to be around to help.
All right. Jump on that hill over there in an hour.
All right, I'll be there.
Boy, it's a hot sun. Good day for a man to die. Wouldn't know the difference.
You're here early.
Why not? Nothing else to do. Nothing else to do save shoot a man. Make that a boy. A boy. A boy.
Let's go, boys! Charge!
Colton? Colton? Oh, you were gone for a while there. I know the feeling. It happens to me, too.
Mr. Colton! Mr. Colton! Mr. Colton!
Mr. Colton! Colton! Mr. Colton! Colton, it's all over with. The war's over with. Lee just surrendered at Appomattox. The war's over. Thank God. It's all done.
It would appear that we must lay down our arms now.
It would appear to me, Captain, that it was about time.
Mr. Colton, it appears to me that it's about time. You ready, Mr. Colton? All right, we go out there. Stand back to back, walk 15 paces, turn, draw, and fire. Let's do it, Mr. Colton.
anxious, isn't he?
Very. When they're that age, they usually are.
What'd you say he was? 16, 17?
Not any older.
How old would you say he was? 16? 17? Not any older.
No older. Thanks to me, no older. Sergeant, get a stretcher bear here right away.
Yes, sir. Stretcher bear!
Quick.
Get a stretcher bear over here! Stretcher bear!
You ready now, Mr. Colton?
I'm ready.
All right, 15 paces and I'll count them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Captain, I was looking for you. I missed you at mess tonight. One of the men said he saw you walking over. He belonged to you? First man you ever killed?
First boy.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I've killed 100 times that boy just by signing my name to a piece of paper. That's what I've found after 25 years in uniform. Man carries his wars around with him like a knapsack. He never lets loose. He tries, but he never lets loose. He gets pictures in his head. And for a soldier, they're just as much general issue as his boots.
Well, that'll be the picture in my head, Colonel. A 16-year-old kid skewered on a sword like a piece of meat. And if I'd done that 5 minutes ago, it would have been murder. The difference being a place called Appomattox, 2 generals and a signed piece of paper.
Colton, I want to talk to you about your plans. You're due for a majority and a medal, if I can swing it. No, not just for this afternoon, for lots of afternoons. I assume you're hanging on to your commission.
Well, I was, sir, until this afternoon. I'm turning in my commission, Colonel. I'm resigning from the Army.
Colton, you're West Point. You're 12 years cavalry. All that to be chucked away because of one dead Confederate boy?
The next death that I have a hand in, the next killing, if ever I have to kill again, I want it personal. I want to be able to choose. If some boy has to die at my hands, I don't want it sanctioned by an act of Congress, or my regrets ended by an armistice.
And you'll go where?
Well, I'm not sure. I think west, Yeah, I've been thinking about it some. Try to get the cannon smoke out of my eyes, noise out of my ears. Maybe some of the pictures out of my head.
A killing is a killing, Mr. Colton. And a death is a death, with or without bugles.
Well, I guess I'd like to find that out for myself. Sir.
$14, $15.
It's a nice clean hole. Good safe distance from the heart. Son, you got two places to go. First to a doctor to get that cleaned out, then to a minister to thank the good Lord that you're still breathing.
You could have gone 6 inches lower. You could have killed me. You had your chance. What happened?
I had my chance once before. Obliged.
I am too, Mr. Colton. And nobody died this afternoon.
You got a home, Nichols?
State of Georgia. I'm on my way. What about you? Where's home?
West. Just west. And I'm on my way, too.
Not really sure what it is about this one. I think it's kind of the time period that it takes place in, taking place like right after the Civil War, and then him deciding to head off west to find his new home, to try and get away from the sounds of the cannons and the guns and the screaming and all of that. And it's just kind of cool to see him go into that bar and defend the other man, because he knew that he was a fighter in the war, so he gave him respect just for that. And he kind of respected the flag, or not really respected it, but he believed that the men believed in that flag, so that was kind of cool. I really like this guy. He is so much fun and just so kind of deep too, because like when you see what happened to him at the very end of the Civil War, just like moments before, and just him saying, you know, if it would have happened like 10 minutes later or whatever, he would have been arrested. And it's just them signing the Declaration and everything like that. made it legal and things like that. It was just so crazy. It's such a good show. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a like and maybe comment on something that you might have liked about it, or maybe a Rod Serling show that you enjoyed, maybe different episodes you might like of The Twilight Zone, or if you've seen The Loner before. I really like this. I've seen 2 episodes and I'm halfway through the 3rd one, and they are a lot of fun. And for me, they're only like 50 to 60 megabytes almost, so it's definitely worth it to download it and just, you know, have a half hour to pass and just have a good story to watch. And I just hope you guys really enjoyed it as much as I did. And remember, if you want to help out even more, please, when you go out and about, please remember to mask up. That'll keep you and your family safe, and if you get sick, it'll keep strangers safe too. If you haven't done it yet, go out and get your vaccinations or your booster shots, and that'll keep you and your family safe, and in the long run, it'll keep strangers safe too. And if you can, when you're out and about, please try and remember to distance yourself a little bit from those around you. That'll definitely keep you and your family safe, and it'll definitely keep strangers safe too. And we have a little one here in the den that we can hashtag protect the lioness. It's kind of weird that I like another Western, but this is actually really fun, and I like the story of it. I like the writer. I like the creator. I think we're going to have another good time with this one. And having the Lone Ranger 2, so now we have 2 Westerns that we're watching, kind of. And we're watching a bunch of sci-fi shows, too, at the same time. Just having so much fun with all of these old shows. And I definitely hope you are, too. You guys are definitely supporting me a lot, and I love it so much. We are definitely building the best pack ever. I love you, bipeds, quadrupeds, and even the occasional dinosaurs so much. So until next time, Wolf out.
You get a line, I'll get a pole, honey. You get a